Hi guys, today we're taking a look at 8 new plants coming to Plants vs Zombies Universe, the mega PvZ fan game being developed to include content from pretty much every game in the franchise. Now, some of these characters I'll be discussing today are featured in other games, predominantly the first iteration of Plants vs Zombies 3, but there are also a bunch of completely original plants which I'll be talking about first. So recently this image was posted on the PvZ Universe YouTube channel that includes 3 new original plants. Unfortunately, we don't have any confirmed almanac entry or ability explanation for any of these, but I think we can take an educated guess as to what some of these are. The easiest one to speculate about is this one, which by its visuals we can assume it has something to do with the moon. Also, the top of this plant was definitely giving me blueberry vibes. So after a Google search, there is actually an IRL fruit called a moonberry, which does look very similar to both a blueberry and a wild grape, but the reason this plant is called a moonberry is because its seeds are shaped like a crescent moon. In terms of abilities, moonberries are actually poisonous to us humans, so perhaps the attack is poison related. Now obviously, if we go back to this main image, the plant on the left is exactly the same as this supposed moonberry, it's just been flipped horizontally and the colours have changed. So whilst browsing the internet for moonberries, I also came across this image of an orange moonberry, but weirdly it was the only image I could find. My only other guess would be the firethorn berry. Either way, I have a feeling due to their similar appearances, they'll have opposite effects. Moving on to the third original plant, I have to say I was struggling to work out what this plant was. I mean, judging by the glowing leaves that have a bonk choy kind of vibe, I can assume this plant will do melee damage. After scrolling the comments, somebody mentioned this plant being a combination of bonk choy and lemon zest. I assume they meant lemonade, but if you look at young lemon trees, the buds are kind of similar to this. But I was kind of stumped on this one, so if you guys have any idea, please let me know in the comments. So that's it for the original creations. Now we'll move on to some plants that are new to Plants vs Zombies Universe but have been seen in Plants vs Zombies 3 previously. We do have descriptions of these plants' abilities and some almanac entries which are actually different from the PvZ 3 ones, but one thing you'll notice straight away with all of these is just how much better the Plants vs Zombies 3 plants look in the PvZ 2 art style. Like for some of them it's almost not even fair to compare them. First up is Ragweed, who sneezes at nearby zombies, slowing them down and causing a percentage damage over time. Its almanac entry reads, "You think he's allergic to zombies? Nah, he's just got a common cold and zombies just coincidentally be in front of him when he sneezes. Wear your mask, guys." Next is the Bamboo Shoot, who again looks a lot better than its PvZ 3 counterpart in my opinion. Bamboo Shoot charges and fires powerful blasts but has no effect on aerial zombies. Unfortunately, we don't have an almanac entry just yet for this one, it's a work in progress. Then there's Lemonade, who increases damage of all surrounding plants. We all know humans love lemonade, but so do plants. Lemonade is born for this duty to serve all plants, said Lemonade. Moving on to Fairy Ring Mushroom that damages zombies in a 3x3 area, spawning a puff shroom whenever she kills a zombie, but interestingly it can only be planted once. Fairy Ring Mushroom loves beauty and always wants to stand out among the shrooms, and so she dyed her hair blue. "I love this blue hair, it's beautiful, isn't it?" she said, but the other shrooms don't think so. Well, except for puff shrooms. The final plant is Buttercup, which up until recently was only in PvZ 3. We don't have a standalone image of Buttercup, but we do have the seed packet version, which is pretty nice. We also don't have a description or almanac entry yet, but I imagine it'll work like it currently does. Buttercup is like a walnut, but when hit by a zombie, the zombie gets buttered. So there you are guys, 8 new plants making their way to Plants vs Zombies Universe. Sadly we won't be seeing these plants in the upcoming light version of the game, planned for the end of winter, but the full game is expected to launch in summer, so we haven't got too long to wait. If you want to stay up to date or learn more about PvZ Universe, head over to their YouTube channel. Anyway, that's about it for today's video. As usual, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. But other than that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.